To create your blog, first be sure that you are logged on to your Trinity Tmail account, as I am here looking at Google Drive. Once you are logged on, because you want your blog to be connected to your trinity.edu account, then go to blogger.com. If you do not have blogs already on Blogger, you will probably be taken to a screen that says Create Your Blog. Otherwise, you may come to a screen that shows other blogs you've created, as I have here. I can go straight to New Blog, which is where you would be taken if you had clicked on Create New Blog. I'm going to choose a title for my blog. You will want something interesting, but for right now, you can just make it kind of a placeholder until inspiration strikes. And you will need an address for your blog. I would like for you to include CS1300 somehow in your blog name. So I'm going to add my initials to this. And it checks and says this blog address is not available, so I'm going to have to make some changes here. So I'm going to add another letter and some numbers. And it is available. I am not going to choose a theme at this point. Please do not choose a theme now, just create your blog. And here is my first blog. No, I do not want a domain name for my blog, so just say no thanks. And here I have the specifications for my blog. I'm going to go first to the settings, and here is, as you see, where you'll come back to when you are inspired to change the title of your blog to something more interesting. You can add a description if you wish. Where it says privacy listed on Blogger, I would choose that it's not on Blogger listings and that search engines don't find it, and save your settings. Okay, then let's move on to, you can look at post comments and sharing. If you wish, you can look through these, but right now let's go back to theme. Now you have a number of themes you can choose here, but you must only choose a theme from either the simple category or the picture window category. So one of those categories only, please. I'm going to simply choose one of the simple designs now and say apply to blog. My theme has been applied and I can view my blog here. And since I have a picture in my Google profile, it brought that in my About Me section. I'm going to close that little preview so I'm back on my choices here. Now I can look at the layout. And here are some of the choices I have for my layout. I can work with the About Me section over here by clicking on Edit. I'm going to just close that right now since I already have it, or I can add a gadget to my sidebar right. And in this case, if I wanted to add a picture, I can go to Image and choose a picture from my computer if I had one that I were interested in adding to this, which at this point I'm not going to add, but you could go look at your photos, whatever you have on your computer to add. And add information. You could add an image from the web if you wanted to, but probably you would want to use some sort of picture by you. Be sure that if you make changes that you save your arrangement. On my layout, I'm going to now go to my theme and make some changes to my theme. I can customize this theme if I click on Customize. I could also have changed it here again, but once again, only Simple or Picture Window are the groups of themes that you may choose from. I can go to the background and choose a different kind of background from any of their choices here, or even upload an image of my own. I can adjust the widths of my blog. So if I want my blog wider or narrower, or I want the right sidebar to be narrower or wider so there's more space, for example, for my posts, I can adjust here. Again, once again, here's your layout choices, but advanced is something we will be looking at regularly. My page text, I can choose the kind of font that I want for my page text. I could change the color of my page text if I wished. Notice that it changes down here. I could change the color of my links, and if your links were, for example, turning up dark against a dark background, you might want to change your link color to something more visible. Your blog title, I could again choose something here that I wanted perhaps as a more interesting sort of font. I can go and change my post title and so forth, but I can also, as we will see later, I can add CSS. So we will be coming back to this, but you can investigate what kind of changes you can make to your blog here. Be sure to click on Apply to Blog, and then we can go back to Blogger. Now, to create your first post, I'm going to go to Posts here, and I'm going to say New Post. You want a post title, and it might be something like Introduction, although again, you can come up with something more interesting. I have the Compose tab, and I could start typing whatever I would like to begin to describe myself, and you will see on the blog assignment what kinds of things you are asked to include in your blog. Okay, you can add images here, you can add links, which you will need to do when you want to, at the end of your blog, say email me. You can write those words and go to a link here and be sure that you want an email address and put that in. Say okay, and now I have a link to my email here. So continue. I can, oh by the way, preview what this would look like. So far this is what I have, and I close my preview. I can save this and come back to it later, and ultimately I will want to publish my post.